When asked about the secret to his success, Darwin Smith, who has a great success story as a CEO of Kimberly-Clark, responded, "I never stopped trying to be qualified for the job." Good morning. My name is Marwan and I will be talking to you about Level 5 leadership, project research conducted by Jim Collins and his team over the course of 5 years to answer one question. What changes a company from merely good to truly great? But first, let's ask the most basic question. Why do I need to know this? Before we give you the answer, let's state an important fact. The project research was not meant to focus on leadership. As a matter of fact, Collins stated that he has tried to push back against the idea of correlating company success to individuals. Yet, the numbers were too clear to be ignored. Out of 1,435 Fortune 500 companies that were involved in the research, only 11 achieved and sustained greatness. What defined greatness? Garnering stock returns at least 3 times the market for 15 years after a major transition period. Guess what these 11 companies had in common? That's correct. They each had a level 5 leader. To fully understand what level 5 leadership represents, let's first take a look at the leading 4 levels. Then we will talk about what differentiate level 5 leaders. Level 1. Level 1 is a highly capable individual who makes productive contributions through talent, knowledge, skills, and good work habits. Level 2. Level 2 is a contributing team member who contributes to the achievement of a group objective, works effectively with others in a group setting. Level 3. Competent manager, who can organize people and resources towards an effective, efficient pursuit of predetermined objective. Level 4 is an effective leader, who catalyzes commitment to and vigorous pursuit of a clear, compelling vision, stimulates the group to high performance standards. Now we come to Level 5 executive. As Jim Collins puts it, he builds greatness through paradoxical combination of personal humility plus professional will. Humility and will. Is this the secret recipe? According to Jim Collins, the answer is yes. But before we dig any deeper into the interesting formula, let's first take a lunch break. How about Walgreens for lunch? Steak and fries. You're thinking, they don't serve steaks at Walgreens. Well, you're correct, they don't. But they used to. Actually, Walgreens used to run a chain of more than 500 restaurants along with drugstore business. It took a level 5 leader with the name of Charles Walgreens III to pull Walgreens completely out of food business and only focus on what Walgreens can be best at and what its economics works best at. As a leader, he was not afraid of change. Kirk told his committee during one of the planning meetings that they have 5 years to be completely out of the restaurant business. 6 months later, during another committee meeting, somebody mentioned that they have 5 years to be out of the restaurant business. Kirk's response was, "Listen, you now have 4.5 years. I said you have 5 years 6 months ago. Now, you've got 4.5 years. Everyone got the message." Between the years of 1969 and 1998, the company's value increased from $164 million to $19 billion. Hope you enjoyed your lunch. We're now visiting a real battlefield. Shortly after Darwin Smith took over CEO for Kimberly-Clark, the company was involved in coated paper business. The market was weak and its economics were bad. Smith and his team reasoned that if Kimberly-Clark was thrust into the fire of consumer paper products business, better economics and world-class competition like Procter & Gamble would force it to achieve greatness or perish. Darwin made the call, and like the general who burns the boats upon landing on enemy soil, he announced that Kimberly-Clark would sell its mill. Again, a level 5 leader who is not afraid of change. He listened to his team, he trusted their analysis, and he made the most dramatic change in the history of the company. 25 years later, Kimberly-Clark owned Scott Paper and beat Procter & Gamble in 6 of the 8 products. Family business. Many companies promote the culture of family business. But what about real family businesses? Imagine yourself a CEO of a big company that deals with millions of dollars, and your management team are your family members. Your CTO is your uncle, your CFO is your aunt, and the rest of the committee are your cousins. What would you do if someone is performing poorly? Would you fire them? George Kane, who was the CEO of Abbott Laboratory, a family structured company, quoted, "Family ties no longer mattered. If you couldn't become the best executive in the industry within your span of responsibility, you would lose your paycheck." At the end, family members were pleased with the performance of their stock. Kane had set in motion profitable growth machine between the years of 1974 and 2000. Abbott created shareholder returns that beat the market 4.5 to 1, outperforming industry superstars such as Merck and Pfizer by a factor of 2. So, what is it that level 5 leaders have? It's time to go back to our secret formula. Personal humility plus professional will equals a level 5 leader. Humility demonstrates a compelling modesty, shunning public adulation, never boastful. Credit others, external factors, and good luck for their company's success. Blame themselves when results are poor. Act quietly, calmly, and determinedly. Rely on inspired standards, not on inspiring charisma to motivate. Professional will creates a superb results. Demonstrates an unwavering resolve to do whatever must be done to produce the best long-term results. Set the standards of building an enduring great company. Looks out the window, not in the mirror, to apportion credit for the success of their company to other people, external factors, and good luck. So, is this all what it takes for a company to move from merely good to truly great? Having a level 5 leader on board? Well, having a level 5 leader on board is vital. However, there are 6 more required mechanisms. First, who? Attend to people first, strategy second. Get the right people on the bus and the wrong people off. Then figure out where to drive it. Stockdale James Bond. Stockdale Paradox. Deal with the brutal facts of your current reality while maintaining absolute faith that you will prevail. Build up breakthrough flywheel. Keep pushing your organizational flywheel with consistent efforts. Momentum and increase until bang, the wheel hits the breakthrough point. The hedgehog concept. Think of your company as 3 intersecting circles. What it can be best at, how its economics works best, and what ignites its people's passion. Eliminate everything else. Technology accelerators. Always on the search for new tech and applications. And last but not least, a culture of discipline. Disciplined people, disciplined thoughts, and disciplined actions. Now that we clarified that being a level 5 leader is the only way you will be able to convert a merely good company into a truly great company, a very essential question will arise. Can we learn to be level 5 leaders? According to Jim Collins, level 5 leadership skills can be learned only if you have the seed inside you. So, what is the seed? The level 5 seed is the ability to subjugate to something larger and more sustaining than you. The great irony is, animus and personal ambition that often drives people to become level 4 leaders stands at odds with the humility required to rise to level 5 leaders. Joseph Coleman III, who was a Level 5 leader CEO of Philip Morris, often refused to take credit for his company's great success, citing his good fortune to having great colleagues, successors, and predecessors. When the researchers looked at the comparison companies, they found their executives often blamed their situation on bad luck. As one Level 5 leader said, I want to look from my Porsche, see the company as one of the greatest companies in the world, and be able to say, I used to work there. And that will conclude the presentation. If you have any questions, please email them to mdbs@ufl.edu. Thank you.